my God. Sorry, that was not part of the plan. That was not part of the plan. Oh, that's funny as hell. RBA basketball is a national foundation. Not meant to do that right there, but that happened, so that phone went down. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Yeah! Welcome to RBA basketball. We're in downtown Seattle here today with an RBA special. Where two teams, of course, always two teams. RBA will be played. Yeah! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Seattle and Charlotte square off. A big game for Seattle after they lost their last one in a crush out. Ray inside, got it. And a game that surely is in the hands of both of these teams. Both teams have the capability tonight to win this game. Marvin missed again. He's been struggling. Peter for three. Oh! Seattle, though, on the other hand, they lost a huge one against Cleveland. They lost by Irvin Jameson made that three-pointer right there. Seattle on the break here. They need to get a win. Sean, yeah! 8-0 start for Charlotte. Tonight, if they win this game, they'll be up top on the 5-10 mark. That's a playoff spot right there for Charlotte. Ray, Ray Stewart, that's a playoff spot for Charlotte. Yes, it is. And 5-10 is not a bad record either to have. There's plenty of teams that 6-10. LAW Jackson in the paint couldn't get it. Nick Jr. with the rebound. All right, but Seattle, they need to win tonight. They desperately need to win. Because if they can get up on that standing board, they're not just going to pass LAW. They could even pass Dallas with a win here tonight. So that's big for them. Irvin Jameson. Dallas playing Washington this Sunday. Marvin hits a three. Yes, 9 points straight for Marvin Young. And what has happened to Seattle in the last couple games? It's just been really rough for them as a whole without their coach Sam Hammerkramer. And really, they need to find a way to be more great at what they do. Peter in drive. Oh, yes. Peter Hall. David White is one of those players that can lose his spot in the All-Star game. Right now, it's all tied up between White, Garnett, and MacJack. There are 2 spots out of the 3 available. And right now, the Wizards' best player, MacJack, who they lost yesterday, by the way, he's averaging 18.7 now. And for Minnesota's star player, Kalen Garnett, they also lost their last game. Everybody in the West is losing games, huh? 18.0. So Mac Jack now leads, and then David White. But we don't even have the votings in for that yet. We have to post all that stuff still. Marvin finds Jordan Smith. Smith finds Knight. Yeah! Jackson in the paint. Inside, yes. DeAndre Jackson. Did it in. Oh, no. Peter Hall is on him really well. David White. 4-3. Tie this one up. Jackson yelling for the ball inside. DeAndre Jackson is one of the best centers in this league. He's behind Colin Holiday, sadly, even though he's a year older than him, because he knows what he has to do. Irvin, Sean, 3. Oh. Marvin missed. Rebound, Sean. Sean finds Ray. Sean. Oh. Ray, yes. 4-3. White hits a 2, yes. Sean 3, unable to. That's the end of the first. That one took a while. 5 minutes to be exact. And now we get on to our next quarter. DeAndre in the paint, yeah! These two teams are so evenly matched. And they're allowed to do trades with each other. By the way, next season there's going to be a new silver team. I'm thinking it's going to be either Sacramento or Memphis, maybe Hawaii, maybe Virginia. Who knows? But all we know is that there will be another silver team that these two teams can deal with. We do know that Charlotte deals with a lot of blue teams as well. They've dealt with Cleveland. Sean in the driving lane. Sean Thomas trying to get up on those stats there. He's one of the best. And he's really done a good job for himself, Marv. As a whole, statistically, he's done a really good job for himself. The point guard of a menace society. Yeah, Sean Thomas is only 6th in line for that All-Star spot. He has to pass Robert Jett. Sean, oh. It honestly matters how many points you have at the end of a 20-game period, because every team's going to have to play 20 games now, and it's all going to be even. White, Hall, on the drive, inside, and another foul by David White. And Sean just passed Robert Jett, I think, so maybe we might see something interesting for the returns, as Robert only at 32.9 now. Maybe, hopefully he's still in there. Hopefully fan votes can get him in there as well. So, remember, it's his last season, so he might have an advantage on that. Nick Jr. in the paint. Pull-up jumper. Oh, out of bounds. Sean Thomas, though, leading his team to victories every night. Irvin, oh, Sean, 3! And it doesn't just matter based off your points, your field goals, your passing game, your playing game. Look at this. Ray, 3! And Charlotte taking a 6-point lead. Knight, it's a 3, San Antonio Knight. The shooting guard in the RBA, trying to make a great examination for himself. DeAndre inside, couldn't get 2 buckets in a row. Nick Jr. the rebound. to have a Nick Jr. name when we have a Nickelodeon Jr. Marvin unable to. Marvin on the drive. He's not been able to do anything tonight. Ray. Irvin. Ray. Oh, that was wide open. Nick Tridden Jr. in the paint. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-bum. No. Peter Hall. He'll take a three. Yes, Peter Hall with a three-pointer. Excellent shooting form by Peter Hall. Really good at that. Jordan three, unable to. Rebound inside. Nice play. Sean three, got it. Sean Thomas. It's that three-pointer as well. Night three, got it. Ray, Sean. Oh! Marvin inside on the drive. Sean unable to again. David White, Seattle starting to come into this. Yeah! And turn this game around. Wow, what a change of possession there as Seattle on a little run now, Sean. It's that three. Sean Thomas this season has played 16 games and has scored a lot of points, 556 points. Where Cleveland's Robert Jett, who just played Seattle as well. Marvin missed and out of bounds. Robert Jett only has 494 points. Yeah, he's a little bit far away from him. He's got to have a little bit of a good night. Out of bounds. I don't know how many seconds there was left. They're going to give 15 seconds on the clock. Thank you. Yeah, Sean Thomas. He's not going to stop scoring either. So this game, this half, might show who the better player is as a whole. Peter Reed. Good shot there. You got to go now. Marvin. Three. Got it. Here we go. Sean. And that will end the quarter. Marvin with 20. Don't believe it. Just watch. Boom. Players trying to make the All-Star game. Teams trying to win RBA basketball. More is coming right now. Yeah! And obviously a good game of basketball being played here. James Snow checks in. And Alpha Wagner for Knight and Young. Already here. And then Nick Tridden Jr. checks out for Derek Carter's. They want to keep David White in the game, who only has 8 tonight. He's been shooting poorly, but finally, as well as a shooter can play, almost at 19 points per game. Passing limits here as a power forward. Great job by him. Mama, there goes that man. He's special. And imagine if Seattle and San Antonio make it, and then Denver and San Diego do not. 2 RBA Pacific Divisionals. I don't know, because I honestly don't know who's not going to make the playoffs in the West. The East, it kind of is obvious. It might be Charlotte, Chicago, or New York. But the West is a different story. We know that Orlando's going to take over in the East. But in the West, there's Seattle, there's Dallas, there's San Diego all fighting for their spots right now, and there's Denver. Sadly, in that equation, they were first last year, but this year, nothing close to what the 2K League predicted with them. And remember, those compensations, they just get more picks this year if they have any 2025s. They have San Diego's first pick, so they get money compensation if they can't give anything else. Lucas Palmer. And these forwards that Coach JoJo Johnson has acquired, have they helped? Maybe a little bit, yeah. They've done a really good job, actually, at pursuing the basketball with this team. They picked up Vrak Lunsky from UCLA. He originally was drafted on Toronto, then went to San Diego for the longest time I remember, and now he is on Charlotte. Just travel everywhere, find a home, and now he's just a veteran guard who leads his team instead of falls apart. And all-time statistics for this man, he's pretty good, 14.7 all-time. He's had those nights as a shooting guard. He's really had those nights. Has he made All-Stars? I don't think he's made any, but does that matter? Not really. Rack missed that one. He's a strong, muscular player. A lot of experience in the RBA. And he's pretty old as well. Jordan for three. Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Alders Jr. missed. Rebound White on the drive, and he's fouled. David White. Shooting two. Yeah! Oh, but it's off of Alders Jr. Yeah! Tomorrow we have 3 RBA basketball games. Snow, yes! James Snow. Yep. Nevada at Oklahoma City continues their matchups. Cleveland at Denver, and Toronto at San Antonio starts that one. Boston will then play San Antonio the next day, and Orlando will play Minnesota the next day. Irvin for 3, unable to rebound. Jordan in the driving lane. That's a foul. And they called it. Of course, Jordan Smith using his muscle, and I haven't seen this guy play well in a long time. I love how he's been manipulating the system lately, though. Great job by Jordan Smith, who makes that free throw as well. Dun-dun. Charlotte falling apart here in this quarter. Snow got a 3. Bang. James Snow. Dun-dun. Jackson in the paint. Yeah. And them resting Peter Hall and not DeAndre Jackson. Jackson's had an injury this season, so it's kind of interesting to see what they're going to do now. Jordan 3. Out of bounds, off of him. They're not going to give anything else. Peter Hall coming in for DeAndre Jackson. Ray Stewart checking in for Irvin Jameson. Hall 3 points. David White for 3. Rack 3. Got it. Wow. Rack Lunsky hitting threes now. And out of bounds. Peter on the drive. Oh, yes. Peter Hall with 15. Darren Carter's. Na, 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 Lucas 3. Got it. Lucas Palmer. Palmer trying to prove them wrong. Knight. Yes. It's a 3. Ray finds a 3. Unable to, out of bounds. Lucas, unable to. Knight finds Snow for 3. Vrack and Snow inside. Beautiful move. Seattle has taken over after 2 tied quarters. We barely ever see that. James Snow baking in this one and puts up a 10-point lead for his squad. Sean Thomas checking in. Irvin Jameson is also checking in. Sean and Irvin check in. They're keeping DeAndre out a little bit longer. Seattle has not made any substitutions. Sean Thomas. Sean on the drive. He loves it. We haven't seen Seattle and Miami play, have we? Not yet. Alpha hits a 3. Yes. Didn't Snow have some issues with James Freeman Jr.? Well, they might meet each other up now in the RBA. Peter 3. Unable to. Rebound. Finds a lane. Unable to. Junior to Snow. Snow back out tonight. Stolen away. Yeah. There you go. And Sean Thomas is not giving up. Bad pass. By James Snow. Junior in the paint. Falling away. Yes. Got it. Nick Tridden Jr. Sean 3. Sean Thomas. And he did not touch it. He's saying he did not touch it. Beep. Marvin Young. And David Whiter checking in with Jordan Smith. Ba-da-ba-doom, ba-da-ba-deem. As well as another substitution for Charlotte, DeAndre Jackson. DeAndre Jackson subbing in for LaMarcus Aldridge Jr. Beep. Seattle took over. Now Marvin Young checks in to clear it out the air. Peter. Oh! How? Playing very tight on them. Irvin. Oh! Almost lost the ball. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson. Unable to, out of bounds. That's the conclusion of that possession right there. 3 minutes to go. Junior in the paint. Yeah! Nick Tridden Jr. Jackson 3. Couldn't get it. Rebound Junior. Young. 3. Seattle taking over now. They want that spot. Yeah! 9-3. Yeah! Seattle Da-da-da, nah, nah, da-da-da, nah, nah. They were just on the road. Bruh. It's not the switcher. It's not. Back here. And defensive foul by Marvin Young after that big run by Seattle to take over. Diego do not. 2 RBA Pacific. Yeah! Marvin Young makes that first one. And Seattle gonna win these first 2 quarters that were not tied. If only they can win. They won the third, and that was a big deal because both quarters were tied. Jackson inside, nice play. It was 44-44 at halftime. 2 minutes, deuce. 9-3, 3. They're taking over now. Seattle on fire. There it is, Sean Marvin Young. Jackson got it to go. Jackson, Hall, and Sean. They got a lot of work to do. White 3, got it. David White for 3. White hits that 3. Now he's averaging 19.4 a game. Jackson on the drive, inside, nice play. Marvin to Nick. Marvin unable to rebound Sean. Sean inside, 30 again for him. Now he's averaging 35.8 a game. He's special. White for 3, offensive foul. David White not happy with the call. Technical foul, David White. Big. Yeah, he's going to get subbed out. Yeah, he got angry because he didn't believe it was a foul. Sean 3, unable to, out of bounds. 17 seconds. Free throw missed. And he made that one, though, for the technical. Seattle's going to go out and win this game. Knight, he'll shoot a 3. Yeah! Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey-oh. Come to Seattle, DeAndre. Hey-oh, hey-oh. And another victory. That's going to do it. Seattle beats Charlotte. 103-91 victory here. Seattle beats Charlotte, so 7-9 now. They will pass the Wizards. And LAW bounces back to the 2. They'll have to play LAS now. Minnesota, even worse. LAW can't beat Minnesota. Trust me on that one. They're not going to beat Minnesota. Yeah. Charlotte loses one of the toughest games of the year. And now they're 4-11, all tied up. Chicago takes their spot. And only 2 games away from literally eating up the rest of the East. Chicago only needs to win their next 2. And they'll be in. Charlotte has lost so many games now. And if Chicago can play the way they play, they're not strong like RBA basketball. You're going to win a championship, strong Chicago team. But they're going to be an 8 seed with this squad. And it's a pretty good, interesting squad. Washington, Seattle is one of the next games. And then 22nd, they go to Denver. Then they go to Minnesota. Then they play Baltimore. So it's not an easy schedule necessarily for Chicago. They just have to win their next 2. Washington, Seattle, and Denver. And then Minnesota and Baltimore are probably going to both be losses anyways. But you got to take care of business no matter what the situation is. And that's going to do it for this. RBA basketball concludes with that. As the RBA, Sean Thomas now averaging 35.8. Let's talk to our player of the game. Marvin Young. Marvin, another win for your team tonight. You guys are now the 6th seed. What are you trying to do with this squad as a whole? We're just trying to make sure that we can take care of business and get a win. And hopefully we can move on to the next round. And take care of business as a whole. Your team really cares about winning. One thing you guys do always on a nightly basis is try to win. You had a tough game last week, earlier this week. You prevailed tonight, though. How did it feel to come out of that big loss and take care of business tonight? We want to do that every night. We believe in ourselves, and that's the biggest thing that we got to do. We just got to believe in, we headed to Chicago next week, and we on the road now, so we got to get going and got to get traveling and got to take care of business as a whole and win the game of basketball and try to succeed as a whole. All right. Thank you. That's going to do it for them. RBA Basketball wants to thank you for coming out to today's game. We'll see you later today for a special game. The best game of the day, always the afternoon. We try to make it always in the afternoon at least. And that's going to be Nevada and Baltimore.